People say Dr. Umar Johnson is a scammer.
We've already been audited by the IRS. I don't know of no corporation in America that say, hey, come look at all of our paperwork, all of our financial transactions.
They said that your accounts were frozen. You created that story so that you can get more money
to get in the bedroom what you can't get in the real world. If you doubt me, you.
The African diaspora and its spokespersons do not seem to shy away from the most important thing, and that is activism, and most importantly, polarization. Today, I interview the self-proclaimed Prince of Pan-African.
Stop, I ain't self-proclaimed, the people gave me that.
Polarizing.
Don't say polarizer, stop doing that.
Why am I?
No negative descriptions for me.
Dr. Umar Johnson. Why don't you like self-proclaimed?
Because it's not self-proclaimed. My people call me the Prince of Pan-Africanism.
Who was the first person to say it?
I don't remember.
It was definitely him. He said he was the first one.
If I'm not, who is?
I'm a gigantic fan of you.
Supporter. Celebrities have fans.
I am a huge supporter of you. I have mentioned you in literally 95% of the videos on my YouTube channel.
You familiar with Dr. Umar Johnson?
What do you feel about Dr. Umar Johnson?
Do you know who Dr. Umar is?
Just because I am a supporter of you does not mean I'm going to go easy on you during this interview. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Born ready.
Do you hate white people?
Of course not. I don't hate anybody.
You call them Neanderthals.
The white people have Neanderthal ancestry.
Well, they say we do too.
No, we don't.
According to science, they say that we all came from that common ancestor.
For non-African people, it has never been proven that we have evolved from a non-human species. Go ahead and fact check it.
You want me to fact check it? Some Neanderthal DNA has made its way into African populations.
Or probably by way of the slave master if you cohabitate.
Oh my God! You really think that white people are Neanderthals?
Why are you asking me something that is factually true?
We'll talk about school a little later, but I do want to ask a question. Can white people attend the school?
If a white parent wants to apply, they can.
So let's say a white child is sitting in FDMG. Principal Dr. Umar walks in. He's like, hello, don't be walking around with them Neanderthals.
Or his parents should have thought about that before they put him in school.
How do you feel about being associated with the Undertaker's theme music?
I was speaking for Garvey Day. Somebody took a clip and they put it to the Undertaker music, and I loved it. When you hear that music, the truth is coming. It's the death of all bullshit.
So you like being associated with the white Grim Reaper? How do you interact with white people? White people support Dr. Umar Johnson.
They can't genuinely support because that would undermine the white privilege. The same way I interact with anybody else. They come up to me in the airport, they inbox me, they invited me to interviews. I haven't done any white interviews though.
Would you?
Here's the reason I haven't yet is I know that this is purely entertainment because you're not going to do anything to help advance the black agenda.
Do you think systematically a white person can truly try to break down the system?
Systems are built by groups. So no one white person can transform a whole system.
Let's say there's a white boy that was raised in Atlanta and he made a lot of money, came back, and he really wants to educate his people, and those people are black.
I don't know if that's possible.
Usually on this channel, we do something called ink blots. You know what an ink blot is, you're a psychologist.
Ink blot text, the Rorschach.
Yeah, because you're a psychologist, I didn't want to do that. It just feels disrespectful to give you a Rorschach test. So instead of ink blots, I have ink blacks. So I'm gonna show you these people. I'm gonna ask you if you think they're black.
I don't know him.
You don't know this man?
Who is he black?
I want to take you on a journey here.
I don't want to go on no logic journey. What does he call himself before you put me on the journey?
He calls himself the Africarian.
What the hell is that? That's African plus what?
You know what it is.
Oh, what is the Africarian?
Aryan.
What are his parents?
Can I read lyrics first?
No.
Please.
No. What are his parents? And then read the
Dad
lyrics.
is black. Mom is white.
I feel the Aryan in my
blood is
scarier than a
blood.
But my beautiful black brothers and sisters want to act like I'm adopted. Go back in time to when my
Daddy
impregnated my
crack mommy.
and stopped it.
They say he tries too hard to let people know that he's black.
That is one of the challenges that mixed race Africans do have. I tell them, you don't ask permission to be black.
I don't think he has that. And I think it's because his lyric associated to the Aryan race. That's a little weird.
The white mother is not as accepting as the white father is. White men tell their black children they're black. A white woman, you'll raise her child. Oh, you're mixed race. You're multiracial. She might have confused him a little bit. He'll probably have to come to my mixed race African recovery camp.
Logic, please come to the mixed race African recovery camp. What happens at that camp?
I'm going to make them comfortable in their skin because all Africans are accepted there. And I know some people are going to get banned from the campus and put in the book of Negroes for breaking his rules.
What the heck is the book of Negroes? It's like the Death Note. You write it and boom, you can't leave.
I don't care if you're 10 years old, you ain't coming back.
How does a 10-year-old get in the book of Negroes?
The kid.
A 10-year-old can't recover?
I don't think so. He been drinking the Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid. Can you name 2 people right now that are celebrities or known that are in the book of
I can't say that out loud.
Is Shannon Sharp in that book?
Ooh,
Come on, big black guy with small white woman.
Shay.
He gave a Snow Bunny a OnlyFans retirement.
Here's my thing with Shannon. I'm gonna leave it there. Shannon has been through enough. Let the man recover.
You're right, because honestly, ESPN.
Gabrielle Zuniga ain't got a curve on her body. That's her sister, but it looks Latino
You know who
African.
this is? This is Tyler.
Oh, from South Africa. She's colored.
So would you consider someone that identifies as colored as black?
No, nobody gets a pass for self-hatred. If I come to your house and you got a white Jesus hanging on the wall, you're going to get a pass because that white Jesus been in your family since slavery. Burn that crack off the wall right now. I was at a sister house not too long ago, and she had a big white Jesus on the wall. I said, do you really think Dr. Umar gonna sit at this table with this damn crack on the wall?
And you took it off.
No, I made her take it down. She probably put it back up after I left. Burn it, because if you put it in the trash, a cook will get it out the trash, take it home, and hang it back up. Leonardo da Vinci painted The Last Supper in 1482. 540 something years, and you still got that cracker hanging on your wall? You need to be whipped. Black queens forever. Snow bunnies never. Vin Diesel is black, isn't he? I know he's Latino. I don't know if he identifies as black.
How do you feel about that? When someone's like, I know black.
Be African is a privilege. If you don't want to accept it, I'm not upset with you.
Like, I know black.
I live in Philadelphia. We have a very large Latino community.
Yeah, I know black and Dominican, right?
It would come down to how she identifies.
In real life, she's an Dr. Umar.
If she came in here right now and say, Dr.
I'm
Umar,
black.
I'm black, I identify as a black woman, I think as a black woman, I live my life as a black woman, then I would have to accept her as a sister.
Have to.
There would be no what if argument if we just outlawed bunny hopping.
Speaking of whipping, so I call this the whipping post, because I remember you said,
We got to bring back the whipping post.
said that in an interview I did with you.
You interviewed with me before?
I did.
Wait a minute, you wasn't the one at the Garvey Day at the table. Is that you?
It is.
Get out of here. I didn't even know.
And you said you wanted to bring back the whipping post. So now I have a list of suspects and incidents. And you got to tell me how many lashes each person deserves. Suspect number 1, Kanye West, saying slavery was a choice.
I'm going to give Kanye 250 lashes.
That sounds a bit low.
As a psychologist, you want to have sympathy on the insane, but he's never properly grieved the loss of his loved one.
Are you familiar with Tyrese Halliburton?
Yes. I saw him get out the car with all them bunnies, and he just married a bunny.
He just married a bunny?
Yeah.
How many lashes for this picture alone?
Because he's mixed race, he don't get a pass for that.
He's getting trained
I'm
by
going to give him
snow bunnies.
250 just like Kanye.
He needs more lashes.
Nah, he get the same as Kanye.
If I was getting trained by white women, how many lashes do I get?
You get more because you African.
Oh my God, that's
You
lashes.
full-blooded African, you know better.
How many lashes is an African getting trained on by white women?
It depends. Because if they over here as a refugee and they ended up with a white family and they feel like I got to do this to make sure, you know, I don't get sent back or whatever.
The next suspect of the whipping post is Jamie Foxx. He went out in front of people and said, no more white women.
No more white girls.
And then you see him in a car with a bunch of them getting trained on by the white women.
Because he made a promise and then broke. I like Jamie. I like him. But because he made a promise to the queens and broke it, he get 500 lashes.
Shannon Sharp. You can't be nice because this man gave a white OnlyFans model millions of undisclosed dollars.
But he,
and no, doing race play, big black man with a small white woman. All that would skip. I'm with the white woman.
Here's what I'm gonna say. I done already got on Shannon on so many interviews. I gotta let the brother heal from the lashes he already got. You know what? Let me tell you why Shannon gonna get 500 too. Allegedly, TMZ wrote up on Uncle Shay Shay a couple years ago. Shannon Sharp, people are saying that you say you don't date black women. And he had a little mini rant where he said, well, what I'm supposed to do, marry a black woman and be miserable? I mean, he might have been angry, still unacceptable though. 500 lashes.
Why is it that when someone gets snow bunny, it's never like a
because
beautiful one?
The reason why black men end up with snow bunnies who tend to not be attractive, they're dating her for the color of her flesh.
Like they'll date some mid-milk, but then the black woman has to be a baddie.
It's clearly a double standard. Kim Kardashian is still marriage material. Let a black woman date 2, 3, 4 different people and she'll be called a hoe.
Lori Harvey. Look, I mean, actually, she kind of did smash somebody's son and dad. That's kind of crazy. Never mind. Anthony Mackie got caught with a white woman in London. How many lashes just for that?
Damn, Anthony Mackie, I like you, bro. 500, because Captain Black America can be doing that shit.
One thing that I really don't like what you be doing, you defend Diddy. There's a reason some people spend 50 months in jail and other people get $5 million in settlements because they use Morgan & Morgan, the best personal injury law firm. Listen, the results speak for themselves. Morgan & Morgan is America's largest injury law firm with over 1,000 attorneys. They've recovered over $25 billion for over 500,000 clients. In Florida, you got clients receiving $12 million when the insurance offer was only $300,000. In Pennsylvania, a client received $26 million, which is 40 times the highest insurance offer of $650,000. One client in Florida got $20 million when the last offer was zero. Morgan & Morgan has been fighting for the people for 35 years, man. Not all law firms are created equal. Hiring the wrong one could cost you. So if you're ever injured, you can check out Morgan & Morgan, baby. To start your claim, go to forthepeople.com/Daniel Saddle. Let's get back into the video.
I did not defend Diddy. Tell me how I defended Diddy.
We talk about how it's consciousness over coochie,
Politics over punani, institutions over intimacy, and black power before the happy hour.
For Diddy, it might be blackness over pussy. Because, you know.
I'm not defending their conduct. I'm only defending one thing, their right to a fair trial. Sean Combs has a right to a fair trial, like every other white person accused of a crime gets.
I don't think that he should be automatically convicted. The point is more so about you speaking about it. I actually don't care what happens. Like if he goes free, I'm not gonna be like, oh my God, I'm so sad.
Clarify with you is in me speaking about it. I'm not speaking about it because it's Diddy. I'm speaking about it because it's any black man. If it were you, I'm speaking about
When
it.
something bad happens to a bad person, I'm not looking twice about it.
I understand what you're saying, and what I'm saying is you need to be careful with that. If you say because he did it, he should automatically be convicted of crimes that he may not have done, they'll do it to you and you might be innocent. It's irrelevant who the person is. He's black. And what they do to any of us, they will do to all of us.
I just think that's just a slippery slope argument. Like I think the reason I call it a slippery slope argument is because I think with Diddy or without Diddy, the system of white people are gonna do that. That's going to happen. I think that's the reason.
Not if we fight, it don't have to be.
Diddy is not the catalyst for whether or not that changes. Once you become an abuser, rapist, you should be seen as just that. I don't think that we should allow deplorable individuals to be associated with our kind. I have to say about the people that say Dr. Umar Johnson is the idea of a broken clock can be right twice a day.
I would just say if you look at my track record, I think I'm correct more often than twice a day when you look at the body of work I've done as a school psychologist, what I've done on the university campus, what I've done in the prisons. People like to reduce me to social media as a means of undercutting the influence that I've had.
Have you ever watched those things where celebrities would be like, oh yeah, this is my Google autocomplete, or we're gonna do something called the conundrum. Who is more a ignorant but dates black woman versus activist but dates white woman?
Oh, the activist who dates white women, that's
It's
easy.
more a
You damn right. A Negro is innocent in his ignorance. He don't know better because he never been educated. The coon knows better and chooses to sell out. You can't blame an ignorant person for being ignorant. Teach him!
What about a willfully ignorant person? Black man that dates black woman. Still the activist is worse?
Because he's an activist.
Nope.
You're an example, a role model, the vanguard, and you sniff and pale.
Who's more black parents adopting white child or white parents adopting black child?
Black parents adopting white child because we have far more black children who need a home. You have no business adopting a non-black child as a black.
A black is a little weird to say, but okay. Is it more to listen to Jack Harlow or Bobby Caldwell?
I don't know either one of them.
You don't know who Bobby Caldwell is? Don't lie.
I do not. Okay, I know that song. That's a white guy. Okay, who's the other guy?
Jack Harlow, he's a rapper. Bobby Caldwell, he hit his face because he sounded black and people thought he was. Is it more to listen to him or Jack Harlow?
But they both white. I'm not gonna knock a black person for listening to a white artist. I would knock a black person for preferring a white artist.
So I can listen to Tame Impala.
Listen, I got a couple white movies I watch when nobody around. I'll sneak and watch Armageddon. Shh. I'll sneak and watch Titanic. Shh. I'll sneak and watch Tombstone. Shh. But I'm not preferring them to Woman King. I'm not preferring them to Glory. I'm not preferring them to Birth of a Nation.
Having a white friend, is it just...
You don't have a white friend. Here's the question. Do you only have white friends? If you say, Doc, these are my three brothers, they my friends, and I got a white dude. If you tell me the white dude is the best friend in the army of black friends, you a
What if we went to the same school? That's my childhood best friend. We've been through everything together. I don't have white friends. Let me not say that, because if he watches this, he's gonna be mad I said that. I have one white friend.
You're a
Because I have one white friend. I didn't say he was my best friend.
You're a
Who is more liking Suge Knight or liking Tony Hawk?
Who Tony Hawk?
A white skateboarder. He's a good guy.
Suge Knight has done some deplorable things.
Exactly.
He's still a black man who's been through the struggle.
So you're saying it's more cool to like Tony Hawk versus like Suge Knight?
Yes.
You don't think that's a little...
Put the race first.
When they're demons, I can't agree with it.
What white people have done to us doesn't even begin to compare with anything we've done to them.
He just be kick flipping and just skateboarding. That's it.
You're a Nah, Tony Hawk probably don't even like black folks.
That's cap because they literally, someone said in the race war, I'm gonna have to kill Tony Hawk, I'm gonna be sad. And Tony Hawk said, I'll accept you to kill me. That's what he said.
Well,
how important do you think black pop culture is in forwarding / regressing the Pan-Africanism movement?
I don't think it takes anything away from Pan-Africanism. Those who are serious Pan-Africanists, we're gonna do the work no matter what negative messages are coming from pop culture. But black pop culture is controlled by white people. The talent is ours, but the agenda is theirs. From a Pan-Africanist perspective, we would say, whether we're talking about rap music or jazz or R&B or any other aspect of black culture, turn it into an instrument of your liberation or throw it into the ash can of history. We had hip hop before we sold it to the majors. So the question becomes, are we creating this art form as an instrument of liberation, or are we creating this art form so we can go sell it to the white people and get rich?
Can you tell me what your goal is in life?
I would like to become the builder of the first global independent African-centered school district. So we're starting with the first school in Wilmington, Delaware. Once that's built, we put them around in other states, other countries. You decide to go to London, there's one there. You decide to go to Toronto, Costa Rica, wherever you at, there's a school.
People say Dr. Umar Johnson is a scammer. What do you have to say about that?
No donors have ever said that. Only jealous YouTubian struggle streamers. We've already been audited by the IRS. So if I was a scammer, I think it would be known by now.
There's been a recent situation where they said that your accounts were frozen.
And what's interesting about that is Donald Trump just came out the other day, and I'm no fan of his, where he said that he's going to issue an executive order against debanking. I didn't know that this was a big deal in America, but banks are debanking people who they don't like.
People say that came at a coincidental timing when
they tried to
auction our
because buildings behind our back.
Yeah. What is your response to people saying that that's coincidental?
What's coincidental?
For example, they're trying to say that you created that story of account being frozen so that you can get more money from people to then pay off that back taxes.
We have the paperwork from the bank telling us that they will no longer offer us their services. That's on paper. I don't believe in coincidences. I believe that was done on purpose. I think that whole thing was a conspiracy to strip us of our buildings. You wait all this time to try to sell our buildings for an old bill, and you do it as soon as the accounts are frozen, and don't tell us nothing.
People say the one thing that they use to try and delegitimize Dr. Umar Johnson is the fact that it's taken over 10 years.
We raised money for 5 years, and I have no problem with that. It took us 5 years to get to school. I had no problem with that. Should it have taken as long? No. We went through a lot with our contractors. We were scammed, we were ripped off, we were robbed.
People say that when you talk about things needed to get done, it's always another thing. Like, tomorrow's the day that never comes. That's what people say, right?
Things take time. Things always have to be repaired because you miss things in the initial repairs. So I don't care.
Do you have a date that you think is actually...
I'm not giving no more date because every time I gave a date, we never met the date. And the reason we never met the date is I was depending on a contractor. And so when they betrayed the date, we had to betray the date.
Kai said that he's building a school in Nigeria.
Okay, I know he is.
And
I met him.
During that time, everybody was attacking him, telling him he's scammers. To dispel the haters, he gave full financial transparency and told everything that was going on. Can you give full financial transparency?
I can, but I wouldn't.
Okay, why not?
Because the only people we are accountable to are our donors. If you're not a donor, we owe you nothing. We are not a publicly funded school.
Would you do that to the donor?
Sure. My donors, yeah. But the donors don't care because they understand what we're going through. The donors have been there through the whole ride. It's the haters who have all the questions, and the haters don't matter.
Do you believe that there are any people that do doubt you that might be valid, like logically conclusive, like they're not just haters?
If you have never donated to the FDMG Academy, you can ask all the questions you want, but we owe you no answers.
Okay, what about the ones that do that still doubt?
I don't know of any donor who doubts. 99% of our donors are repeat donors. I even know their names. We never get one donation. People donate to us over and over and over again, so if they had questions, they would ask. The people asking the questions are haters who don't donate. I pay them no mind. See, the issue is they want me to be accountable to people who don't support us. I would be a fool to do that. I don't know of no corporation in America that say, hey, come look at all of our paperwork, all of our financial transactions. Nobody does that. This is a business. And when you have haters like I have, you got to protect your interests and protect your business. So I don't care what they say. It's all about divine timing. When God is ready for the school to be done, it'll be done.
Once that happens, I feel like a lot of people will be quiet.
No, they won't. They'll move the goalpost. Before, they said we'd never get a school. 5-6 years ago, he'll never get a school. He just scammed me. We ended up with 2 schools, not 1. Then they said it'll never open. And then when we open it, they'll just move and move. Because this is not about the truth. This is about slander.
But that's the thing. You talk about speak about the analytics that are on your Instagram and how big that reach is. Don't you think that the way you channel that messaging to that reach can help change the image that people have? Because I do think there are well-minded black people that doubt you. I've had my doubts.
Which is fine. I don't care what none of y'all think.
But I'm saying when I talked to you, especially when I saw you in Atlanta that day, it's genuinely what changed it. Because you spoke to every individual. Like everybody was asking you a question. Because it shows that you wanted to dedicate every bit of you to the people in that community. And it was a small subset of people in West Atlanta. And I'm from Atlanta, so to see people do that, it's like, I can't say that's fake. The only criticism I could say is working on how that is personified. And I think a good example of that is not giving a date again.
For me, I think it's disingenuous to not focus on how the critics have undermined the success of FDMG. We have been outright sabotaged. We have been reported to L&I. We have been reported to the Attorney General. I have been reported to the FBI. Nobody talks about the sabotage that is done to keep the school from opening by the very same people who criticize it. That's hypocrisy.
Well, the people that doubt him, I feel like I've said every opinion in the argument.
If you doubt me, f*** you.
That's the greatest end to the video. We done.